Welcome back to this next video, and in this video we are going to talk about the important regions in the DNA molecule. When you look at the DNA molecule is actually performing different kind of the functions in a cell. One of its important function is to code for functional RNAs. Now, when you talk about the functional RNAs, that means there are genes, and when those genes they are transcribed, that are present in the DNA molecule, they actually are coding for the functional RNA. For example, you can have messenger RNA as a functional RNA, and those messenger RNA are responsible for making of the protein. If you talk about the ribosomal RNAs, these ribosomal RNAs are the structural subunits of the ribosome, which is actually the machinery for the formation of the proteins. Similarly, when you talk about the transfer RNAs, there are genes for the transfer RNAs, and when they are transcribed, those particular transfer RNAs are helping in the process of the translations. There are small functional RNAs which are responsible for regulation of the gene transcription. So one of the important function is of the DNA is to code for the functional RNAs. But when you consider the DNA molecule as a heredity molecule, this function is to code for the functional RNA is not enough. If the DNA molecule has to work as a heredity molecule, it should have the ability to be faithfully transferred to the next generation. And when you talk about the faithful transfer of the DNA molecule to the next generation, each DNA molecule should have some important regions. When you talk about these important regions, there are three important regions that should be present in the DNA molecule if the DNA has to work as a heredity molecule and it have to transfer itself faithfully to the next generation. The first important region in a DNA molecule that should be present, that is the origin of replication. Now, as the name indicates, these origin of replication are the origins from where the process of the replication starts. When you talk about the human beings, for example, the genomes of the human being, that is a very big genome, and if you want to replicate that particular DNA molecule, you need this origin of replication in a very large number. So when you talk about the DNA molecules, this origin of replication, they are present in multiple number. For example, if this is a DNA molecule, you can have an origin of replication over here, then one over here. So many DNA replication that are present in one DNA molecule. If you talk about the function of this origin of replication, as I've told you, they are actually responsible for the replication of the DNA, or you can say that these are the regions of the DNA from where the replication of the DNA start. So the first important region that should be present in the DNA molecule if the DNA has to work as a heredity molecule, that is the origin of replication. Once you have replicated the DNA utilizing the origin of replication, then the other important thing that is that you should equally divide the replicated DNA into the daughter cells. So another important region that should be present in the DNA, that is the centromere. And when you talk about the number of the centromere in the DNA molecule, there is a single centromere in one DNA molecule. So this is in contrast to the origin of replication, which are actually present in multiple number. Now, what is the function of this centromere? After the replication of the DNA, you actually get two sister chromatids. For example, this is a DNA molecule, and utilizing the origin of replication, the DNA replication machinery has made an identical copy of this. Now, you should divide these two chromosomes or these two sister chromatids into the two daughter cells. So what the centromere is doing, that it is actually helping in the separation of these two sister chromatids into two daughter cells. So if you have origin of replication and you do not have any centromere, that means you will not be able to divide the duplicated DNA into the two daughter cells. So that will be a problem then. So when you talk about the centromeres, the presence of the centromere that allow one copy of each duplicated and condensed chromosome to be pulled into each daughter cell when a cell divides. Now, how the centromere is helping in the helping in the separation of the duplicated chromosome into the two daughter cells. A protein complex, which is known as the kinetochore, that actually forms at the centromere, and this particular kinetochore is helping in the equal distribution of the genetic material between the two daughter cells. Let me show you this, how this actually works. For example, if this is this is the DNA molecules that have been replicated. So we have got two copies of the DNA molecule. This is one DNA molecule and this is the other DNA molecule. So consider this as the duplicated DNA. So if this is a DNA molecule, it have this centromere over here, and to this centromere, this protein complex, which is known as the kinetochore, that attaches to the centromere. Now this kinetochore is attached to the kinetochore microtubules, which originate from this particular pole. Now this means that with the help of this kinetochore and the centromere, you are actually attaching this DNA molecule to this pole of the cell. Similarly, if you talk about the other DNA molecule, it have got a centromere, it have got a kinetochore protein complex, and again this kinetochore protein complex is attached to the kinetochore microtubules from the other poles. So if you look at this particular diagram, these two DNA molecules, now they are attached to the opposite poles, to the kinetochore microtubules that are originating from the opposite poles, and this kinetochore microtubule can actually separate these two DNA molecules into the two daughter cells. So all of this is happening because of the presence of the centromere. So if you do not have any centromere in a DNA, that means that the kinetochore microtubule will not be able to attach to the DNA. So if that is not able to attach to the DNA, you cannot actually attach a DNA molecule to the kinetochore microtubule, and hence to the opposite pole, you will not be able to separate the DNA molecules from each other faithfully. The third important region that should be present in the DNA molecule, they are known as the telomeres. If you talk about the number of the telomeres in the DNA molecules, there are actually two telomeres in one DNA molecule. For example, if this is a DNA molecule, so this end is actually made up of the telomeres, and this end that is actually made up of the telomeres. So these telomeres, they are actually present at the end of the DNA molecule, at each end of the DNA molecule. These telomeres are actually made up of repeated nucleotide sequences, and when you talk about the function of the telomeres, one of its important function is to protect the end of the chromosomes. Now these telomeres, they actually do not have any coding sequences over here, but these telomeres are actually protecting the coding sequences that are present in this DNA molecule. So if this telomere is not present, that means you can actually lose this coding material in this DNA molecule, which can create a problem. So these telomeres at the end, they are actually protecting the coding region of the DNA. Another important function of the telomere is that it prevents one chromosome from binding to another. So if the chromosome, they bind to each other, again, that will be a problem. If you talk about the yeast cells, these three types of the sequences, the centromere, the origin of replication, and the telomeres, they are relatively short, about 1,000 base pairs each. But when you talk about the human beings, these telomeres, specifically when you talk about the telomeres over here, the length of the telomere in the human being is about 11 kb. These telomeres, they are actually absent in the prokaryotes, because you all know that the chromosome of the prokaryotes, that is circular. There are no ends. That means there are no telomeres present in the prokaryotic chromosomes.